Every Tom, Dick, and Harry that has a 28-game hitting streak, you're out there going, he is halfway to DiMaggio. Come on. We celebrate all that's around every hitting streak. And, dog, I'm serious. I read in our research packet one day, Matt Holliday has like a 40-game on-base streak. And I thought, I didn't even know about that. We don't follow it. The media does nothing on it. And it should be bigger. I know hitting streaks have a place in history. We make such a big deal of those. The on-base streak is the new hitting streak.
Should be bigger. This is when you look at the folks who have the records, it's guys like Orlando Cabrera, and all due respect, the greatest walk of all time against Rivera, and is Kevin Millar, but Millar's not going to the Hall of Fame. Throwing the fact that in the
we're talking about on-base streaks. Who has the on-base streak record?
Well, Williams does.
Williams. Number two is Joe DiMaggio.
Here's the problem with Williams. Ninth inning, 3-2. His team is down. 2 out in the ninth. He hits a long ball. He's taking a pitch an inch off the plate because he wants to walk instead of tying the game up with a home run.
Ted Williams was the greatest hitter in
winning.
Ted Williams was the greatest hitter in the history of baseball, except possibly, of course, Babe Ruth.
No, he's not the greatest hitter in history.
This is the all-time great hitter, and he holds the record.
And here's what Phil Rizzuto told me once, and we're not getting off the beaten path. Here's what Rizzuto told me once.
I already know your Rizzuto story.
DiMaggio cared about winning. Williams cared about hitting. But forget that. Forget that.
Head-to-head.
15 games.
Head-to-head. I'll take DiMaggio. I'll take DiMaggio head-to-head. However, realize why we follow hitting streaks. Because in the early days of baseball, we thought the walk was the fault of the pitcher and not the ability of the hitter. By 1900, dog, we knew otherwise, and guys were drawing a base on balls. So we need to start celebrating the on-base streak.
In 1/3 of his games with this silly streak, he has gone hitless. Against the Pirates earlier in the year, he went 0 for 12 with 3 walks. Yet you're gonna basically go nuts on a series against the Pirates when he couldn't get the ball out of the infield and somehow drew 3 walks? I mean, come on, Brian.
Hey,
take the statistics a little more seriously than that, please.
Dog, how about this? In a hitting streak, a single is as good as a home run. So in an on-base streak, is a walk as good as a single? No, but a single's not as good as a home run either.
You're missing a point.
You're missing the point.
Plus the fact it's covering a couple of years. He did some of this last year.
Who?
This is an overlapping
2 games.
streak.
So if you want to call it 45, fine. Because Ted Williams did his 84-game on-base streak in one season, just as DiMaggio did his 56 and then 74-game on-base streak in one season. I'm fine with that. Make it one season. That's legit. But Holliday has been on base every game this year. That's very impressive, and as good as it's almost as good as a hitting streak. And we
it's not. There's no pressure
it absolutely
on it.
Is pressure.
Brian, there's no pressure on an on-base streak. Nobody in America cares that he's got this streak.
But we're going to change that, dog.
Every single
we're
day,
changing that.
He had to get a base hit to keep that streak going because America loves the hitting streak. There's pressure inherent there. There's no pressure about whether Matt Holliday got hit by a pitch to keep some dopey streak alive that no baseball fan even's aware of right now.
And that's our fault. And actually now your fault, because on MLB Now, we are now doing Chasing History with Matt Holliday. We're on board. We're on with the modern game. Dogs, stay in the 1940s. They need you. Stay right there. We're going to launch forward on MLB Now, and the on-base streak, the march toward Ted Williams is on.
The march towards Ted Williams? You're going to count this streak? You're going to count Williams as 7, whatever it was. How many
84.
did he get in a row?
84.
84. I thought it was 88. 84. I don't even know. That tells you all you need to know. I don't know.
I know, and you should know. Join the rest of us in the modern game.
56. But I know 56.
I know.
That's
because we didn't know any better. Dog, we didn't know any better. 1941, what did we know? Come on. We know better now. Getting on base is how you win games.
Brian, I tell you, you're not a bad sports guy, and you're not bad with the history, and you're not bad with the little mathematician stuff that you do, but you have to have a sense here of what the average casual fan is thinking about with streaks. And nobody in America, which takes the pressure off because as he's doing this with nobody paying attention, nobody in America is thinking about Matt Holliday on an asinine streak when he's hitting 275.
And you're right, but his on base is like 430, which means he's an excellent player.
Once in a while.
Well, it's more important than anything. Now, Doug, you're right about no one is making a big deal of it, and that is your fault as the modern baseball announcer and analyst. Your fault.
My fault? No,
Your
it's
fault.
not. That's not my job is not to pump up Matt Holliday.
Your job is
That's
to
not my
point out to the
responsibility.
casual fan what's important. You should be doing a better job. Bad job. Bad job out of you.
I love you, Kenny. I don't. Sometimes, you're not you're not bad. You do a wonderful show. You're not bad. But sometimes you are way out there in left field, and this is another example. Now you're going to compare this to DiMaggio, Orlando Cabrera, and Millar. Come on. Cabrera's at 63. Nobody's going to confuse Orlando Cabrera with, some great shortstop of yesteryear, for crying out loud.
I don't even know what that has to do with it. Ted Williams has the all-time streak, and that makes sense, doesn't it?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta game to win, life on the line. You want Williams or DiMaggio?
Oh, at the plate?
Anywhere.
At the plate?
Anywhere. Any game, in a baseball game.
Ted Williams. He's a much better offensive player.
Oh, Williams.
Yeah.
No way. I love Williams. He's not on DiMaggio's level. Not a chance.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you're right. He's much better at the
No.
plate. Now, in center field, DiMaggio. On the base pass, absolute. DiMaggio is a great base runner. And all around, it's very close. But in hitting-wise, dog, you can't even compare Willie Mays, Stan Musial, Hank Aaron, or Joe DiMaggio to Ted Williams offensively. You can't do it. Williams crushes everybody. He crushes everybody.
How come Williams did nothing in the 46 World Series?
I'm sorry, say that again?
How come Williams did nothing in the 46 World Series?
In 1 week, dog?
48,
1 week? If
19
DiMaggio, do you think DiMaggio possibly had 1 week where he did nothing in the World Series? Because that absolutely happened.
1948, how did Ted do against Danny Galehouse? How did Ted do against the Indians in a one-game playoff?
How did Barry Bonds do the first 3 or 4 playoff series he
Exactly.
had? And then the next 5, he was great. You got to give guys enough
because he was
reps.
doing steroids.
You got to give guys enough reps, and then they'll become the player that they are.
I love you. See you later. Have a good
March
show
toward
today.
history. MLB Now at 4. March toward Ted Williams. Join us.